Find them.
Yeah, Rachel.
Harry, just relax. I can sense how nervous you are from here. Just relax, okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to adjust myself up sitting, so.
You got this. Okay.
He's one of your new minions. Rachel.
Twitch has accepted the stream.
Twitch has accepted the stream.
YouTube has accepted the stream.
YouTube has accepted the stream.
Wait, I'm on YouTube. My friends can watch it. You can send them down. I don't have that.
Facebook has accepted the stream.
Facebook has accepted the stream.
Okay.
I ain't going round.
Yes, it would, wouldn't it?
That's how fast we do it. And literally, I was the only one that knew it. Like, everybody was like silent.
Were they amazed?
No one could
Oh, they
understand me.
were. Oh, they couldn't hear you.
You want to do
Yeah.
this for me? As soon as, see what the 5 is? As soon as it gets down to 0. Turn it around.
Everybody-
We need the white side out.
Yeah,
Okay. All right, all systems are go.
I wish I could do that day again.
Like I said, I feel like we're getting ready to launch a starship out of a...
3, 2.
Going back to the top.
Yep.
You're silly.
You can't push me.
Who said I wanted to push you? I could tickle you.
Yeah, Rachel, we're beginning the transformation of the other kids' characters. And then they'll be written out.
Wait, is Derek doing it?
No.
Okay.
Yes,
The link has been messaged. I haven't talked to him about it yet, Lena. All right, we're ready to go. I'm messaging everybody the link. I am sending it out.
We're not ready to go.
I'm telling everybody that I'm sending out the link. Okay?
Yeah, Rachel.
Melissa.
Yeah, Brandon.
Ooh, she's starting to get sassy now. Yeah.
You're grounded.
Grounded.
Sarah.
You're grounded. Go to your room. Grounded for a month.
Rachel, did you get the link?
Oh, and she can't push me or tickle me.
Has everyone got the link?
I don't know. I mean, that's it.
Got it.
Got it? Harry, you got it?
Yeah, I see it.
Angel, you got it?
No.
You don't have it? Rachel, do you have it?
Yes.
Lena, do you have it?
I don't know.
I could send it to you, Lena.
Let me check.
Okay.
To you.
Brandon, do you have it?
I didn't get nothing.
Okay. You and Sarah haven't gotten it yet.
You didn't, but my mom sent it to me.
All right. Rachel, send it to Brandon then.
All right.
Yeah,
I
Rachel.
lost today.
And send it. Can you send it to Sarah too? And to me?
Send the link to you?
Yes. Put it on my wall.
Oh, put it on your wall?
Yeah. Melissa, you have the link? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I lost a tooth today.
I hope you get the Tooth Fairy brings you something. Brandon, you got it, Brandon?
It was.
Oh, Rachel sent me something, but it looks like a dirty picture. I don't know.
Oh! Melissa, believe it or not, they're not really married. Okay. Sarah, did you get it?
No.
Okay. Rachel, Sarah still needs it.
Well,
Great. Now I'm the one holding everybody up.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Rachel.
Hold on. Don't worry about it. It'll just take us a minute to fix the problem.
I can send it to you, Lena.
let me check.
What's the last name?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of Sarahs. What's the last name?
Not Sarah. Serrure. Serrure.
Silver
Rachel.
tongue.
Huh?
Spell it again slowly.
Serrure.
And the last name is Silver Tongue.
That first one.
Something's wrong with my phone. I can't get it to work on this thing. All right.
I sent it to your Facebook Messenger.
Wait, we're
All right, now I have it.
Okay, Richard, we're ready. Just make sure it's on my wall, Rachel. Please.
On your wall.
Okay. Okay, we're ready.
Okay, look at the timer, Sal.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Okay, we are on the air, finally. Welcome to the Oracle of Enlightenment Vortex. This is the Observer, Sal Monaco, along with my co-host, the very prominent Mr. Big Mac himself, Brandon say it again.
Makajewski.
Yeah, what he said. It's only been 5 years. I'll learn it sometime. And joining us, of course, are our regulars, the very lovely Ann Burka.
Hello.
And the very, very lovelies, Rachel Castelloni and Lena Sampson. What was that?
Castellonia.
Yeah, and Lena Sampson.
Statman.
What?
Sathman.
No, Statman.
Okay, what she said. And joining us, first time in a long time, let's welcome back Sarah Silvertongue. And joining us for their second time since last year, we have Sierra. Give your last name. Abler. Sierra Abler. And Harry Ring. And joining us for the very first time, and she's been a great sport, the lovely Miss Melissa. How are you, Melissa?
Good. How are you?
Great. Give your last name, please.
Liberator.
Yes. I don't want to mess up everyone's last names. When you do that to famous people, too, it tends to hurt a little bit. I mean, Jimmy Doohan once said, "My name is Doohan. Like, how you doing? What you doing? Who you doing?" Anyway. Got to remember there's a kid in the room. Anyway, all right, well, welcome. Melissa is a poet, and I just recently saw her poetry from the screening room poetry night. So, Melissa, tell us what got you into this wonderful poetry.
Well, I began writing poetry around 12 years old. It was really my own version of therapy. So when you grow up in a strange household or, a rough household, you find ways to cope, and poetry was that for me.
That's great. I think a lot of us grow up in the strange household. And each one of us goes to the arts for our relief from the mundane. I mean, Brandon's not only an actor, he's also a musician. And Sarah is not only an actor, they are a director, like me. And everybody else.
Well, let's not use hyperbole. I took one class.
That doesn't matter. Did you do well in the class?
We'll find out in the next few days.
Okay. Sarah just did, for her project, she did, what was it, Barefoot in the Park?
Yes. By Neil Simon.
Yes. One of the plays I may direct someday, along with The Hobbit and Hair and a few others. Especially Schoolhouse Rocks. Now, Harry is our resident movie house guy at the Regal Theater.
Uh-huh.
And his father, Joshua Ring, was an actor at ECC when I was there, and we did a few plays together.
All right.
I know you're a little nervous there. Just relax. We have a very nice audience.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do is just keep looking at the camera.
Yeah, and we're getting comments. So everyone, feel free to leave comments. Everyone, along with Rachel's family.
Yeah, Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel. Usually this is also the Rachel show, but now it's the Rachel and Lena show, especially if Wally shows up. Anyway, okay. So, Melissa, how many poems have you written, and how many have you gotten published?
Well, that's a trick question. I have so many poems. I find random notebooks where I just have stuff written, but I have 3 published books so far. I'm working on the next one. I'll also be featured in an anthology coming up pretty soon with some other poets. So
very nice. We'll look forward to it.
yeah.
Yeah. Are you there?
Yep.
Okay. Where can people get your books?
Well, my latest book is available on Barnes and Noble. It's also available on Amazon. It's called Lost in Translation. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it. There we go.
Okay.
Nope.
And the other 2 were published by Foothills Publishing, and you can get those at foothillspublishing.com, and you just search my last name and you'll find them. One is called one is called Love, Lust, and Loss, and the other one is called Moving Through Moments.
Do you have a website?
No, I have an author page on Facebook, but no website yet.
Okay. And what's the name of the author page?
It's just Melissa Liberator-author.
Okay.
Very simple.
I see.
I'm also on Instagram, and that's Poetry Buzz.
Okay. And you also, have you written other things or just poetry?
I write short memoirs also, and that'll be the anthology that's coming out soon. So the premise of those is you take a moment in time and you write about 800 words and you tell that story in a very brief memoir. They're pretty fun to write once you get into them.
That's great. All right. We'll get back to Melissa in a moment. First off, we have some very sad news. Beyond the mainstream actor Victor Gonzalez Jr. has unfortunately passed away. You'll remember him as playing Scott, and he was a veteran in the armed forces, and a man of 33 should not be going to the other side, and it's a shame. So let's have a moment of silence for Victor. It all comes in threes, folks. First we lost Dr. Singh, then my aunt, Sal Monaco, and now Victor, all in 1 month. Go figure. Anyway, moving on. Lena, are you there?
Yeah.
Tell everyone about your play, Pirates of Penzance.
It was good. I had fun. I was a pirate.
Yep.
Had a lot of lines.
Had a lot of lines?
Mm-hmm.
Move over a little, honey. You're cutting your head off. Closer to your mom.
And
Okay.
there was a concert at my school today.
Very cool.
Yeah, this guy came and he had all these like crazy lights, like a concert, and he was singing Harry Styles as it was by Harry Styles.
Cool. All right. Unfortunately, Rachel, thank you for sending me the live feed. Unfortunately, we can't show it on the air because of there being so many kids in it. But let's just say she did a really good job. I'm very proud of you, hon.
Thanks.
You made Beyond the Mainstream proud. Now, Sienna, you just finished up your semester of college, just like Sarah over here, and you're going for education?
Yep, history ed.
Okay. So what's getting you into the acting business here?
Well, actually, at the end of the semester, we did a play.
I don't hear her.
For one of my theater classes. That was really awesome.
A second. Mike.
I hear it.
Okay. We're having trouble hearing Sienna.
I hear it.
Okay. Sorry. Rachel, you said you were having trouble too hearing her?
I couldn't hear her.
Okay.
Is it good now?
Hold on.
What color is she's yellow, right?
She's white.
She's white.
Turn the white button up.
Go ahead.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. Mike, is she okay?
Yeah, good.
Okay. Continue.
Yeah, we did a play called Love Sick at the end of the semester. That was cool to be part of.
Love Sick. That
Yes.
sounds familiar. Okay.
Yeah.
What was it about?
So it was a bunch of different one acts. They were all 2-person scenes, and they were all kind of different, like, failed love relationships. And it kind of all came together at the end. Kind of like Almost Maine.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, you and Harry are going are once again welcome to the Beyond the Mainstream family, and you're going to be going over to doing the movies pretty soon. So we look forward to working with you. And Sarah is going to be doing something new with her character of Trixie, and we're going to start tonight with our audio play. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do our audio play, and afterwards Melissa's going to treat us to some of her poetry. Right, Melissa?
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds great.
So, everyone get your scripts out. And we're getting fans sending in here.
Yeah, Rachel.
Someone said, Rachel, you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I'm getting it on my phone now.
Hey, Wally.
Doesn't say who it is. It's anonymous.
Oh,
There's Harry.
Hi, Dad. I probably know the song.
Someone says hi to Sarah. Okay. All right, we're ready to go here.
sit up so she can see you.
I'm gonna sit up. Hi, Tracy.
Okay, everybody ready?
Hi.
Okay.
Wait, did you come?
Okay, here we go.
My dad is watching.
Oh, okay. So it was Wally then. Okay. Hi, Wally. And who's Tracy Rosinski?
My friend.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hi, Kayla. Hi, Tracy. And hi, Daddy.
Okay. Ready? Kayla's on too? Oh, great. Kayla, we're going to kill you
Kayla.
off, okay? No, we're not. I'm just kidding. All right. Ready to begin. 1, 2, 3, action. Alana, Angel, and Jolene are sitting talking in the school auditorium. Jason and TJ come in.
So why are we here?
Because the Queen asked for your presence.
By the Queen, you mean your girlfriend?
She is the Goth Queen.
You don't think she lets it go to her head?
I wouldn't let her hear you say that if you value your safety.
I'll take your word for it. We don't have to take off our shoes in here, do we?
Nah, it's only for the hippy dippies. Though there are some goths and punks that like the barefoot thing.
You mean like Riley?
Your nutty girlfriend? Yup.
We're just friends. Speaking of girlfriends, you think of popping the question to the Queen? You've been with her on and off for 10 years, and you have a kid together.
Yeah, she's over there with the flower children.
Switching to the table.
Okay, Angel, you're gonna be one of my next minions. My mom has the dark ones, and mine are the sun children.
The Sun Children? I think we need a better name.
We love nature. We do earthing, and Mrs. Dawn is gonna give us yoga classes.
So what do we do?
We help out in soup kitchens, we do charity work, and we help the elderly.
Okay, sounds good. For fun, we can do barefoot hikes, music circles, and sound baths.
So where's Trixie? She was supposed to meet us here.
Sammy and Tristan come up.
Hi, honey.
Hi, Mom. Trixie, what is this about?
I'm not Trixie right now. I'm Tristan. I've become gender fluid.
Oh, so you went over to the dark side. You look like goth and heavy metal.
This is who Tristan is.
So that's your plan, Mommy? Steal and convert my minions?
What do you mean, sweetheart?
Don't sweetheart me. Brittany told me how she's converting the hippie to goth and how her and Kat are going shooting.
Shoddy.
Shoddy. Did you notice your influence all over that?
I'm still on Shad. For now.
Yeah, Rachel.
Don't think I didn't know you've been trying to convert cousin Jasmine.
I'm only giving them what they want as they grow.
Ugh. Well, see about that. I'm building my minions too, and soon I'll be the hippie.
Does this stuff always happen?
You have no idea. As far as me popping the question, maybe it is time. I'm not getting any younger.
What about your daughter?
Yeah, it would make Alana happy. Especially after not seeing me for those 2 years while Sammy was on her sabbatical.
So you want me to help you pick out the ring?
Just let me think on it some more.
Good to see you, TJ.
You requested my presence.
Yes, I want you to be on our team.
Team?
Yeah. We're going to play a new version of the Weakest Link. 3-on-3. Hippies versus goth.
I am, of course, the host. This game will be used at the next minicon you guys are throwing with the help of the radio station.
Okay, minions, let's kick their butts.
Okay. The way it works is you will answer a number of questions per round, and the one who answers the least questions or takes the longest will be the weakest link and be eliminated. The rest is simple.
We will reign supreme.
Okay. First is 3 questions each. Let's play the weakest link. Sammy, what other vampire did Bela Lugosi play besides Dracula?
Armand Tesla.
Correct. Alana, what famous play and movie featured hippies trying to stay out of Vietnam?
Hair.
Correct. TJ, what TV show featured a vampire cop and his friends in Toronto?
Forever Night?
Correct. Jolene, what famous hippie movie starred Jack Nicholson and Dean Stockwell?
Psych out.
Correct. Tristan, what 4 heroes make up the Defenders of the Earth?
Flash Gordon, the Phantom, Mandrake the Magician, and Lothar.
Correct. Angel, what TV show featured a hippie lady and a stuffy lawyer getting married?
Dharma and Greg.
Correct. Sammy, which TV show was based on the RPG Vampire the Masquerade?
Hendrik the Embraced.
You're wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Correct. Alana, name a kid's show that features a vampire.
Sesame Street.
Correct. TJ, who took over hosting with Kelly Ripa after Regis Philbin retired?
Ryan Seacrest?
No. Michael Strahan. Jolene, what game show featured kids interpreting words?
Please repeat the question.
What game show featured kids interpreting words?
Oh, Child's Play.
Correct. Tristan, name a good vampire comic character.
Andrew Bennett, I Vampire.
Correct. Angel, name 3 TV shows that involved real angels.
Touched by an Angel, Highway to Heaven, and Good Heavens.
Sammy, name 3 animated series that featured vampires, werewolves, and Frankenstein monsters.
Backpack, Groovy Ghoulies, and Vampirina.
Correct. Alana, name 3 live-action kid shows that feature vampires, werewolves, and Frankenstein monsters.
The Monster Squad, The Electric Company, and Mutant Farm.
I guess that last one counts, even though it's part of an ant farm. TJ, name 3 shows that featured witches regularly.
Bewitched, Sabrina, the Teen Witch, and let's see, Charmed.
Took a while, but correct. Jolene, what TV movie did Dick Sargent star in involving a witch?
Tabitha.
No.
Oh.
Teen Witch. We were looking for Teen Witch.
Okay.
Tristan, what animes featured someone hunting vampires and someone hunting demons?
Vampire Hunter D and Devil Hunter Yoko.
Ah, 2 of my personal favorites. Right. Angel, what live-action TV shows were based in the Archie's universe?
Riverdale and Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and Katie Keene.
Correct. First round is over. TJ,
Yes, Jay?
you missed a question and took a while on another.
Not as fast as I could be.
Jolene, you missed a question too.
Trivia's not always as easy as you think.
Alana,
Yes, Daddy?
who would you vote out if we were voting?
TJ.
Why? Because he was the weakest link or because he's goth?
Both.
Tristan,
Jay?
who would you vote for?
TJ. Just because he was the weakest link.
Well, TJ, whether through votes or questions, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Round 1 goes to the hippies.
Ugh. Well, you tried your best.
To be continued. Round 2 will be in 1 hour.
Time for lunch. I have pancakes made out of plant paste.
Great. I have a tofu burger.
I have my vegetarian soup and cucumber sandwich.
Give me a greasy burger.
Hey, hot stuff. I got some teriyaki chicken. Want to share?
Sure.
And you can be dessert.
Yeah, don't you know Riley's my girlfriend?
But because she wasn't.
Think he just wants to avoid the fluttering. What do we have for lunch?
For you, my spaghetti and meatballs.
Gross. I mean, yum.
For me, French toast and mashed potatoes.
Okay. Wait, you're not pregnant again, are you?
No, you nit. I just like both foods, and they're good together.
Oh, boy. Well, lunch then. On to round 2.
The end for now. All right, good job, folks. All right, Lena kind of got cut off there. She was trying to say, I'm going to be the hippie queen.
Yeah, Rachel.
Brandon, you kind of said fluttering instead of flirting. That might be my fault. I might have misspelled it.
The word there is fluttering.
Yeah. Although that is kind of what Sarah was doing. Fluttering while you were flirting. Get it? Yeah. Never
Womp
mind.
womp.
Wah, 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 wah. All right.
Yeah, Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel.
Brandon's at the top of his game as always. Sarah, you were too. Rachel.
That was a cold
Lena.
read. I didn't even get a chance to go through that.
Yeah. So, Anne is, of course, always very somber with her performance, but she nails the character with no problem. So, Harry,
Yeah.
I know you were having a little trouble there. How do you feel now?
Well, I fixed everything up. I just contained one focus and one after another.
Yeah, you got better as you went along, so that was good.
I felt like that one last line of the, I felt like I was struggling on that one last line.
It happens. Sienna?
Felt good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You starting to feel Angel out a little more?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to see from her?
I don't know. She just seems fun. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to see TJ do? Harry?
What?
I said, what do you want to see TJ do?
Probably TJ get better at answering the questions.
Yeah.
I think we actually might make this one into. It needs a little work, but I think we might actually make it into one of the short films. All right, folks, sit back and relax for a few minutes while Melissa reads us some of her poetry.
All right.
Great, thank you.
Melissa, you did a great job at poetry night.
Thank you. There's another one on Wednesday if anyone wants to attend.
I
At the
probably
screening
will.
room.
That's right. The screening room is our sponsor, so yes, come to the screening room. In fact, we were just there the other night watching comedy, weren't we, Sienna?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Sure. This one's from my new collection, Lost in Translation, and it's called Please Set This House on Fire. My mind is a house locked from the outside. I pace across the living room, down the halls, and back again, peer out the windows, hoping for some glimmer of peace. Nothing out there, just pitch black silence. I want to be out there, floating in empty space, free from the tangled web of noise that haunts this house, buried in the darkness, far out of reach from this neon, abstract paintings, racing thoughts, streaking in bold color across my ability to reason, to give a shit. Somebody please set this house on fire and let my embers float tranquilly out into the night.
All right. That was
Thank you.
great. So,
Thank you.
do you do a lot of public readings?
Yeah, I do a few different ones a month. There's one tomorrow at Cabernet's. That's in Williamsville. It's a wine bar, I believe.
Ooh.
But yeah, there's several. And then I do some online open mics as well. And I also run a critique class that I do every other Thursday.
A what?
So, critique class.
Oh, okay.
Me and some other poets get together and we give each other feedback.
Well, send us the information, and maybe we'll be frequenting some of these events.
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
Yes. So, what do you think of my universe? Having listened to our characters about 3 or 4 times.
It's fun. It seems fun. It seems
Yes.
like you guys have a lot of fun together.
Oh, we do. Tracy Rudson says, "Great poem, Melissa. I think we all want peace." And she also said, "Good trivia questions to me." Thank you, Tracy. And I agree, Melissa, that those were great poems, and we'll have you read another one pretty soon.
Thank you.
Yeah. Lena, how do you feel with how Alana's character is moving along?
Good, because I'm getting finally minions. But she's taking them.
You can blame your sisters for that because they decided to quit.
Oh, and I did not mean, like, stop saying the poem, because someone was banging on the door. So I yelled,
That's okay.
But
It did.
I like the poem.
Yeah,
So,
Rachel.
Melissa, she said she liked the poem. Can you hear her?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear her. Thank you. I didn't even hear her yell stop. I was in the moment.
I
so
didn't either.
No problem.
So, but thank you for trying to keep it quiet, Alana.
We should
Lena. I call everybody by their characters.
We should get a shirt for Brandon that says, "Yeah, Rachel."
Oh, you mean we haven't gotten one yet? He's been saying that for about how many years now, Rachel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, I want to point out that Rachel's sauce is phenomenal, especially when she makes lasagna.
You just love my cooking.
Yes, I do.
Mac and cheese.
That I haven't tried yet, but yes, I love your cooking, Rachel. So,
Mac and cheese.
right, Brandon.
I haven't tried her cooking either.
Oh, you froze.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Brandon. What's up with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't do anything.
Okay, Michael.
Yes.
Brandon's froze. Okay, we are Melissa, as you see, our characters are very into barefooting. I believe you told me you're also into it.
Yeah, I like to do some earthing. Do that in the wintertime also.
Wow. So you're a snow footer.
Yeah, I also do cold plunging, which is super hard to get used to in the beginning, but I've been doing it since December. I recommend it. There's immense benefits to it.
I've been hearing a lot of that about cold plunging. That can really shake you up.
It's really good for all kinds of things: anxiety, depression, weight loss, all kinds of stuff.
Brandon, you're frozen. You need to go out and come back in.
I mean,
Okay.
all right.
Okay. I myself am a full barefooter. So is Anne. So is Sarah. And what about you, Sienna? You're playing a barefooter, but are you one in real life?
I like to have socks on.
Oh, she's a
I know,
socky.
right?
Oh my
Socks
gosh.
on.
Well, we're gonna convert you before the time your time is up. So, Sarah, tell us more about your schooling. You've been working a lot in theater?
Yeah, I just took directing one this semester, so this is the second to last of the required classes I have to do. I'll have to do a seminar in my senior year. So right now, over the next year or so, it's just getting those extra credits with electives, which y'all know is an educational racket. What can you do?
Yeah. And Sienna's going for, you said elementary education?
History ed.
Oh, history ed.
Yeah.
What's that?
So just it's secondary ed, so it's like 7 through 12.
7 through 12?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be nice. Okay. As we move into the second half of the show, I'm going to be showing some photographs, and we do have another interview to play. This past Saturday was Star Wars Day, and we had quite a few activities. Sarah and I attended something at the screening room. I attended the film festival at NCCC, and I also attended Star Wars Gaming Party.
My theater had Phantom Menace in theaters.
Did it?
Uh-huh.
Did a lot of people come to see it?
Most likely. I mean, it was for the 25th anniversary, which I find it interesting, which it's not even the best Star Wars movie. And
It was probably the cheapest.
I mean, some select theaters were re-releasing the entire marathon, but nowhere in Buffalo was selected for it.
All 13 movies?
It's basically 9 films.
Well, there's also
Rogue One
Rogue
and Solo.
One, Solo, and the Clone War animated movie.
Oh, Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The animated movie.
Yeah, that's the one, Clone Wars.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess 12 films.
Most likely 12.
Yeah. And I'm one of those people who actually has a copy of the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Then that's basically 13.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It does not exist.
That's No, it does exist, but that's TV, and they wouldn't dare show it in a theater, not without.
How has George Lucas not have every single copy burned?
He tried, but there were too many people selling it on the black market.
Is that even canon or not canon?
It is actually canon.
No.
And, yes, it is, and so is the cartoon that's within it. So.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, Rachel.
It had 3 major stars in it, and it also was the first appearance of Boba Fett, the first animated Star Wars that had and only animated Star Wars that had the big 3 in it, and the only time the big 3 played their characters on TV together. So
I mean, it's going to be 14 Star Wars movies in 3 years due to Mandalorian's getting a movie.
very nice. Those streaming shows have done a lot to expand the Star Wars universe.
I think Mandalorian is probably a right top tier decision, or Disney's going to probably mess it up again.
They can't mess it up any worse than that seventh movie. What was it called? The Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
That was
Why does
terrible.
everyone hate on that?
Because it was terrible.
My ex and I liked it okay.
Rise of Skywalker was bad.
I refused to see that because I heard of what they
It
did
was-
with a certain character. and
It
I'm
was
like,
the only
nope.
way to clean up the mess. JJ made a mess. Ryan tried to fix it and just made a bigger mess. So JJ walked in and did his best to fix the mess. Okay, and I'll give him. I know I'm not a big JJ Abrams movie fan, but I'll give him kudos for at least trying. He should stick to TV though, or stick to his own universes.
I mean, I think Revenge of the Sith is really good. Like the better prequel than any other prequel.
Right. Okay, I'm switching to Star Wars Day. All right.
Ooh.
These were what they gave us to eat at the festival.
Huh.
The balloons. Here are some of the people. Some of the tables.
Interesting.
Yeah. One of the other authors who was attending. Our good friend Greg Lamberson doing his panel on how to make a independent film.
I think the one time when I was like at the Toronto Fan Expo, I think I was like hearing Hayden Christensen, who plays Anakin Skywalker, was going to be there. But...
Yeah, don't mention that on my show, please.
Oh.
And here was the we were doing improv shows, and there's our good friend David Kane from Dem Jazz Beards, who was on the show last year, and more of our friends. Look at that old machine. Oh, that looks nice. Content. That was the trivia game. I won third place. Won a very nice prize.
What was it, all Star Wars?
No, it was a mixture of things.
Oh.
It was animation, movies, and video games, actually. Now, this is the Star Wars gaming. There's the cake we had.
I mean, that's the right image to put on the cake for
Mhm.
Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yep. This was the food we had. Yeah, pizza at 2 different places. This game was cool. It was called. It was basically Kill the Death Star, and I'm hoping to get my hands on Escape from the Death Star. It's a more common one, but it's the one I played when I was a kid. Some of the other games. And there's the cake again. We also did, what was it? A Space Base, which I really liked. This one, not so much. Okay, and we're switching to the event that Sarah and I went to at the screening room. It was
Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Plan 9 from Outer Space, and here's the people in the audience. Oh, did they? Waiting to see the show and dressed in cosplay. There's one of the stars.
I think that was like one of my friends on the screen, the one with the blue hair.
Yeah? Oh, that's cool. And here we have Kylo Ren. And one of the stars.
Yeah, we had a little burlesque before the main event.
Mm-hmm. And here's the rest of the cast.
Were they trying to do a shadow play on Star Wars or no?
No, they were doing a shadow cast of Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Really? Interesting.
I don't think they've quite graduated to Star Wars yet.
Oh.
They've done Rocky Horror, The Princess Bride, something called The Room.
As of Tommy Wiseau.
Shock Treatment, and now Plan 9 from Outer Space. And the next one's going to be Labyrinth.
Yeah, you meant as of the room of the movie that's so bad, but it's so good.
And welcome to the Oracle of Enlightenment. Okay, we're not ready for that yet. Switching back to live feed. Okay.
All right.
Melissa, why don't you read us another one of your poems?
Sure. I apologize in advance. This one's a little somber. It's called Your Last Breath. The light was dim, and although noise permeated through the room, I could only hear gasps, dueling banjos, you and your dog side by side, a competition, who could hold their breath the longest. I watched as the last bit of air unraveled from your body, a little shimmy, your body rising briefly, one last time, then slowly deflating all the way down, your soul shaking itself free. Your tears are my tears. Your words echoed in my mind as they streamed down my face, so much held in one moment, just hanging there, waiting, keeping my breath prisoner. For what? Whether I hold it in or let it out, your fate remains the same. I love you more, I whispered.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very touching. I think you got through to Rachel up there. Yeah. So,
I love
Thank
poetry.
you.
yeah, me too. One of our writers who also plays the doctor in our plays, Dr. Larrabee, Herb Carter, has had over several hundred poems published, and he's been a guest at several conventions and things. He hasn't been on the show in a while. Maybe we should get him back. Maybe one of these times we should have our own poetry night here on the show. Bring a bunch of the poets in together. So, yeah. So, how long have you been reading the poems publicly, Melissa?
Well, I guess probably for maybe 8 years now, I think.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to hoard them and keep them to myself, but eventually I broke out of my shell.
I see. Well, I think you've been doing really well, and if you ever decide you want to come and join up as an actress, you know you're welcome.
Thank you.
And I think you'd fit in pretty good with our crazy crew.
Yeah, you guys seem fun.
Well, we try. So next we have a very special interview coming on with one of the people from Night of the Living Dead, as well as other things like Evil Dead 2 and Creep Show 1 and 2. So this is a little less than 5 minutes. So ladies and gentlemen, Vortex. We're here at NCCC's Animation Festival Film Festival with Mr. Rick Catazone. I'll get it right. He's a friend of several of our friends who have been on the show before, like Bill Heinzman, John Russo, Bob Michelucci. You worked with them on Night of the Living Dead, right?
With Jack, yeah.
Yeah. What was that like?
Well, my part was all done in the studio. I shot the end sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Once Dwayne Jones gets shot, and you have all the camera moves on all the stills. Those were animated. All the camera moves worked out a frame at a time.
So how long did it take to make the movie?
Oh, I think it took them a couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, there's that rumor going around that they shot it in 4 days.
No, there were a lot of, does anybody want to go up this weekend and be a zombie? So,
Yeah, that wasn't true.
I'm talking about, post-production too.
Right.
Right.
So you did a lot of the special effects, or?
No, just on Night of the Living Dead, all I did was that end sequence.
Oh, okay.
That was all animated.
That was quite a sequence, I'll say. So, why don't you tell us about some of the other things you've done?
Your destination is on the left.
I know you. Sorry about that. I know you worked on Creep Show and Creep Show 2. Was it the animated ones? Or?
I did most of the Creep. Well, I did all the Creep animation in the first film. The second film, I did almost all the creepy animation. The flying demons, a couple of Venus flytrap shots, the Venus flytrap those shots. Mr. Haig, the postman, supervised the whole production.
Very nice.
The animation.
That must have been great. What got you into doing this kind of stuff?
Well, at first I wanted to be a comic book artist, and then I was thinking about maybe animation. But then I saw an article in Famous Monsters on how Ray Harryhausen did his work, and I decided that's what I wanted to do.
The great Harryhausen, yes. So, what other films have you worked on that you really liked?
Evil Dead 2.
Oh, amazing
Dark
film.
Half. Those five are the main features that I worked on.
Really? What was it
A lot
like?
of commercials or some TV shows.
Well, what was it like doing Evil Dead 2 with that crew?
Well, I was only down there for one weekend to shoot one of the shots, and then everything else. My stuff is always done in my studio because I need to be able to control things.
Yeah.
Have access to the puppets, and if anything happens, I have to go in and fix the armature or something. So.
Yeah. We had someone from Evil Dead on the show, Ted. What TV shows have you worked on?
I did an episode of Starship Troopers, the TV series.
Oh, that was wild.
And I did one episode of Xena. And those are the main ones. I worked on the Tom Petty music video for Down the Dream.
That must have been
mostly
fun.
a lot of commercials. That was most of our business.
Really? How long you been in this business?
Since 1965.
Wow. Like I said, before I was even born. Now, do you have a website or anything?
Yep, rickadazone.com.
I see.
And you can see, I've also sculpted some resin kits and different things, so you can see some shots of some of the different sculptures. You can see pictures with me and George Romero and Mike Gordick, and a little bit about my career.
That's great. That's great. So, what was your favorite commercial to work on?
Oh, God, I don't know. There were so many over the years. We did something for Mike Douglas' show. We did.
Ooh, that must have been cool.
Pretty much any company that wanted to get an ID character for their store, we'd come up with a character for the animation. We did a thing for the Poison Center back when the Mr. Yuck stickers were being used by all the kids.
Mr. Yuck.
Worked on those.
Yeah. All right. Well, you do a lot of conventions and things?
Yeah, we do 3 or 4 a year.
That's great. All right. Well, thank you very much for being on the show. We really appreciate it. Okay. And we're back live in studio.
Yeah, volume was a little loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that audio was awful.
Well, unfortunately, my phone has seen better days, and when you're doing a field interview, that's why I kind of stopped doing them in public, because we're constantly getting stuff from the back, from bad sound and everything, and someone's always going to walk by and do something stupid, and
I couldn't understand any of the audio at all.
Really? Did anyone?
Yeah.
Do you guys have trouble understanding it?
I heard a few.
I can
I
understand.
could hear.
It's
Okay.
just loud.
Yeah.
Well, let
Was
me
your-
see if I can get clean. If we can clean it up a little.
Was your destination on the left script thing in the video or no?
No, I had turned off my GPS, but apparently it decided to stay on, which was kind of embarrassing.
I
But-
mean, it's funny to have it in the video.
Yeah, well, like I said, not my best video work, but I'm gonna get a new phone, and I've got a new device to help me hold it steady and stuff. So I'm hoping that we can fix that problem. But anyway, as everyone knows, we just finished up our latest short film, and we can't show it right now because it has been sent to the film festival, and if it makes it into the new film festival, you'll be able to see it if you go, and eventually it will go online. It's called Dueling Sisters, and Brandon is, of course, one of the stars, as is Rachel and Dan. What did you think of working on the film, Brandon? Brandon?
It was years ago, like 10 years ago. I don't remember.
Well, what about the current part of it?
Oh, that was fun.
Well, I'm amazed that in your current situation, having had 2 heart attacks and a stroke, you still managed to deliver an award-winning performance. I take my hat off to you, sir. Anne, how did you like it?
I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah. She was, and I want to thank, of course, Kingpin Games for letting us use their space, and Dennis Hutch's Dojo for letting us use the space 10 years ago. You know, time flies so fast. You know, I take a look at that footage and I'm like, wow, that really was 10 years ago. And mixing the 2 pieces of footage together, Brandon, you didn't look much different, I'll be honest. 10 years.
Didn't age at all.
And
Can't grow facial hair.
and Rachel, other than the fact that her hair was a little shorter, she didn't look much different either. So
She can grow facial hair.
Oh,
ouch.
You're lucky she got up.
Burn.
Rachel, are you there? Anyway. Lena? Anyway, okay. Apparently something has taken them away from the camera.
Lena fell.
What?
Lena passed out.
Uh-oh. Is she okay?
Yeah.
She just got tired?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Rachel,
Yeah, that's what it was.
Brandon's insulting you on the air again.
What?
I said Brandon's insulting you on the air again.
Why?
Well, we
You
see.
jealous?
We're talking about your mustache.
Oh.
I think the number of times Brandon said, yeah, Rachel was 50.
Right?
Yep.
Too many.
Yeah, we better not. We better not make a drinking game out of this. She passed out while in front of the camera. Okay, that's new. Yeah. People,
Womp womp.
yes, she is 9 years old, but she is an amazing actress, as you have seen. And she will be starring in the kids version of our show, which will be produced by the one and only Rachel. Rachel Castellonis. And she several members of her family are also involved in our show. So, yeah, I can't wait to see Billy the Blue Ranger again, because I finally watched his season all the way through, and they did an amazing job with the last Power Ranger season, Cosmic Fury. It was like the best ever. So, Alyssa, if you want to hold your book up, we're gonna focus on it. Mike, you great. Did anyone do anything on Star Wars Day?
I mostly saw was the Phantom Menace,
Uh-huh.
which I'm just like, not the best Star Wars film, but there's more other better ones. And I'm just like, you know what? I find it interesting to see Jar Jar Binks on the big screen, the most nostalgic character of all time.
I think, Sarah, would you agree he's the most hated of all the Star Wars characters?
I'm sure there are worse, I just haven't seen them.
There's more better bad Star Wars characters. I'm just like saying he's so nostalgic.
Well, JJ wanted to kill him off in the 7th movie, but they decided against it.
I mean, it's like Phantom Menace is like the famous bad Star Wars movie of all time.
I think it was better than The Force Awakens, I'll be honest.
I found it hilarious they got Ahmed Best to like reprise his character for a Robot Chicken sketch.
Yeah, wasn't that? Oh, God. In fact, in a Robot Chicken sketch, we actually saw Jar Jar run into Darth Vader and call him Annie, and Darth throws him out an airlock, but then he becomes a Force ghost and starts haunting Darth Vader. It was funny.
I think I remember there was like this video, or maybe I'm not allowed to talk about it on stream,
But
there's this video I remembered was where, like, I think it was with George Lucas and the Robot Chicken writer were like in this meeting or something, and I think George Lucas got mad at the Robot Chicken writer or something. And
I don't remember that one.
It was like years ago or something. It's probably.
I thought I knew all the Star Wars skits.
I think we can all agree best non-canon character, Gary the Stormtrooper.
It was probably
Yes.
it was probably like behind the scenes, or I probably can't even remember at the top of my head.
Well, we had that one where the guy was in the elevator with George Lucas, and he was talking to his son, who was sitting on his lap in his pajamas, and he's like, "That was the greatest night of my life." And he goes,
How
"What
about the night I was born? Not even
Not
close.
even close."
Oh my god!
And there's a coming up later this week. The TV show Young Sheldon is going to be ending, and
Yeah.
for spoiler alert, if you didn't see this last week's episode, they finally killed off George Sheldon's father, which we knew was coming from the minute the show started. And he actually did do a crossover episode on The Big Bang Theory, which I thought was great. But they've decided to continue the universe spotlighting Georgie and Mandy's characters. So we're getting a third series based in the universe. I don't know if any of the regulars are going to be guest starring or not, but I have been told that in the series finale we will see Jim Parsons and Meet Me Blossom reprising their roles as older Sheldon and Amy Farrah Fowler.
I think there's like this TikTok video where basically if there's like a popular character returning, it's basically this person would yell out, "He's back!" And I would probably post it, and that would be my reaction to Jim Parsons as older Sheldon again.
You mean like, I think it's the agent character from Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Right?
He's back!
Sonic the Hedgehog. Anyway.
I mean, I hope they drop Sonic 3 trailer soon.
Yeah. Sonic. Ann and I are working on a version of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie right now.
Really?
Yeah, which hopefully will be finished soon. Yeah, they canceled our shoot for today, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it didn't coincide with this, but yes, I think Sonic has done well as the cartoon in the mixed with the live action. I mean, Tom and Jerry did their best, but I'm not sure just how well that one went. And I liked Detective Pikachu, but they weren't trying to make a Pokemon movie. They were just trying to make a movie that happened to have a Pokemon in it. And that was a good idea. What did everyone think of that one?
I liked it. I thought it was cute.
This is for Pokemon Detective Pikachu, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I remembered I saw it the first time in theaters, and I was like, I didn't like the movie, but when I saw it the second time, I was like, you know what, I actually liked it.
I didn't think it was that bad. Just like, I love Tom and Jerry, and they did a lot of good stuff with that. Melissa, have you liked any of the cartoon to live action movies?
No, I don't really watch a lot of movies. I read a lot.
Yeah, well, one of the worst ones ever made was the Bullwinkle movie. And it was so bad that I think it killed any chance of a new Bullwinkle project.
You mean the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie?
Oh, God, yes. It was terrible. Despite the presence of several good actors, it had a horrible storyline, and Keith Scott was terrible as Bullwinkle. And, I mean, having Jason Alexander play Boris was actually a good thing. One of the few good things about that movie. But if you're gonna do this, the best thing about it was making a new Fractured Fairy Tale cartoon at the beginning. Just like with what was it? Brandon Fraser playing the live action Dudley Do-Right. I mean, that film was horrendous, but having a good film, a good animated short at the beginning made it worthwhile. Now, let's face it, the thing was horrendous. I mean, I'll give Brandon Fraser a lot of credit. I mean, he did George of the Jungle and that film where the plane crashed. But I mean, I think his top stuff is probably when he's being serious, like The Mummies or Lost. Was it Lost Earth? Something like that. Anyway, well, we are down to about 50 seconds, so we're inside a minute. I want to thank everyone. Melissa, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and you're always welcome back on the show. And Sienna and Harry, it's good to have you guys back, and we look forward to working with you more.
Uh-huh.
And Sarah, it's always great to have you on the show, no matter which character you're playing. And Anne, Brandon, Anne, and Rachel, thank you for being here as always.
Thank you.
And, yep. And thank Lena when she wakes up. So for the Oracle of Enlightenment, this is the Observer, Sal Monaco, saying it's almost summertime. Get out there and enjoy the warm weather and all that Buffalo has to offer at this time of year. Bye-bye.
That's great.
Bye.
All right.